Hello and welcome to EZGlutenFree. Today we're doing a savory spinach, sausage, and ricotta pie. It's perfect for any of the spring holidays, Easter, Mother's Day, or just brunch with your friends. Start out with a 9-inch springform pan, and I like to snap a piece of parchment right into the bottom of that pan. Then I like to trim the paper to within a ½ inch of the edge. And once the pie's done, it'll slide right off. Or you can serve it directly on the parchment, almost like a rustic doily like I did. For the pie crust, I use the same pastry that I demonstrated in the apple turnover video. And you just want to roll it so that it's large enough to fit the bottom of the pan and come up the sides by about 1.75 inches. My crust broke apart a little as it was going into the pan, so I did a lot of piecing it together and pressing it back into place. And once it looks good, chill it while you prep the filling and lattice strips for the top. Now I made a double pie crust recipe and used one crust to fill the pan and about a ½ crust recipe to roll it into a 10 by 5 inch rectangle for the strips. Divide the dough into 6 pretty even strips, and I used a ravioli cutter to give it a zigzagged edge effect. Then refrigerate this while you make the filling. And for that filling, combine 2 cups or 1 pound of the best ricotta you can get your hands on, 3 eggs, 2 ounces of grated pecorino romano cheese, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 4 ounces of grated asiago, and try to grate it yourself if you can. Grind in a little black pepper, then mix to get the eggs well incorporated before adding the rest of the stuff. And I've got a 12-ounce package of frozen chopped spinach that I've defrosted and sauteed in a little olive oil with 2 cloves of chopped garlic and a sprinkle of red pepper flakes. And I've got 4 links, or just under a pound, of Italian sausage that I sauteed whole until they were cooked, then chopped them into small pieces and sauteed them for another couple of minutes to develop even more flavor. Now mix it all together until it's well combined, then fill the pie shell, which incidentally should be placed onto a baking sheet prior to filling. Now use the back of a spoon or spatula to smooth out the top, and then we can start to place the lattice strips. And gluten-free pastry dough can be very fragile, so I'm not attempting an actual weave here. Instead, I just placed down 3 parallel strips in one direction and 3 more strips perpendicular to the first ones. Then I went around all the edges with a small paring knife to trim each of the strips of lattice so that they fit nicely into the pie. Brush them with an egg wash, and this is actually 1 egg yolk mixed with a tablespoon of cream. Now bake it in a preheated 375-degree oven for 45 minutes, and when it comes out, let it cool for at least 15 minutes before attempting to take the collar off the pan, then let it cool completely. And this is typically served at room temperature or even slightly chilled. I actually put the sides back on the pan, refrigerated it overnight before taking it to my sister's house on Easter morning. And once you get a taste of this, you'll want to make it a little more often than just once a year. It's the perfect addition to any brunch menu. And if you need the tutorial for that pie crust I used, I demonstrated the whole recipe in greater detail in this video right here. And for a printed copy of the recipe, you could always visit my blog at the link below. And for brand new recipes every week, don't forget to subscribe. See you again soon.